Smart guy, really smart guy, once told me, when it comes to thinking, there's a whole lot of people out there willing to stop at nothing. If you get that, and you're one of those people that's not willing to stop thinking about things that matter, I got a nugget for you about your feet. When it comes to feet, there's two really important things involved in that. One of them is your foot. The other, most people would jump to the conclusion that it's probably your shoe. Well, it's not. It's actually the world. And if you think about it, which most people don't, the world is not flat by accident. Caterpillar ensures that everywhere we go, the world has been flattened appropriately so that we can walk and wheels can roll and the world moves forward on flattened earth. Flat ground is a man-made environment. Everywhere we go today, you will find yourself walking on some version of flattened ground. Hospitals, restaurants, parking lots, roads, bridges. So whether you're running or biking or walking or whatever, you're gonna meet the street, and the street has been flattened out to within a few degrees. So let's take a broader look at this. So we have a consistently flat world, and your feet are anything but consistent. Your feet meet the street in a way that allows your particular amount of pronation and supination to come to the surface. So as your feet land on flat ground, and you happen to be one of those lucky individuals with a very little amount of pronation and supination, you will end up being an old person with healthy knees and healthy hips and healthy back. But if you're not the lucky ones, and you happen to be the people that pronate 5 degrees or 7 degrees or 9 degrees, or God forbid, 18 or 20 degrees, you may end up being the 40-year-old knee replacement recipient, or the 50-year-old hip replacement recipient, or the bilateral knees and hips in your 60s and 70s. So there's a huge correlation between how much you pronate and supinate and when you're going to get injured. And we can predict that. We have the technology to measure pronation and supination, and we build these foot foundations that puts your foot in the right place. So let's think about it for a second. All these arch supports behind me are different versions of some version of lifting up your arch. And if you think about it, which most people don't, have you ever seen an arch that really needs arch support? No? Me neither. It's really weird. What are arch supports? Why do we have arch supports? The strongest structure on the planet that we know of is an arch, and arches are defined as self-supporting structures. So what are we doing? So the point here is, your foot's actually a tripod, 3 arches that make 3 points that land on the ground. And so if you take those 2 variables of your foot versus the world, you have 2 known points that, you know what, you can measure between those 2 things, and you can figure out what angle to make the world so your foot functions properly. So it doesn't collapse and it doesn't recover. We don't have pronation and supination. We can neutralize that whole problem, make it go away. We can make the world exactly the angle your feet need. So that's what we do here at Limitless Feet. And we would love to have the opportunity to meet you and your feet and help them meet the streets. Hope you're enjoying your freedom today. Have a great one.
Don't let your feet stop you.